Hello everyone, welcome to lesson 74 of our Golang course. This is going to be a short lesson. In this lesson, we are going to cover sync.Once object. So let's get started. Sync.Once does exactly what the name suggests. Sync.Once is a synchronization primitive in Go's sync package that ensures a piece of code is executed only once, regardless of how many times the once.do method is called. Sync.Once is thread safe and guarantees exactly one execution. There are few uses of sync.Once, but the two main ones are: it is used to ensure that setup code that is required to be run only once when the package is imported to be executed only once. Another use is delaying expensive operations until they are actually needed, but guaranteeing that they only happen once. So how do we use sync.Once in our code? First thing is that you create an instance of sync.Once. Then you pass a function to the once.do method that you want to execute only once. The first call to once.do will execute the function. All the subsequent calls to once.do will do nothing. So the only time that the function passed to the do method is called when it is executed the first time. Please note that passing different functions to a single instance of sync.Once does nothing. This means if I pass two distinct functions to the same sync.Once instance, only the first function will be executed. That is all for the theory part. Let us now look at an example. Here in our main package, first I'm going to create an instance of sync.Once. So I can do var once sync.Once. Next I'm going to create a variable initialize which is of type bool. Now I'm going to create an init function that we only want to be executed once. Func init something. Inside it, I'm just going to do fmt.println initializing and then change the value of initialized to true. Just going to correct this. Now let us create a function that we want to be executed multiple times. I want to execute this function multiple times in different Go routines. So I have made this function to accept a wait group. Now let us use once to call init something only once. Once.do and pass init something. Let us now print a statement saying doing something. Then wait group.done. So this is our simple setup here. We created a function for initializing our variable, but we only want to initialize it once. Then in do something, we are using once.do to only call init something once. So no matter how many times you call do something, this function will be only called once. Let's now run it. Let me create a wait group. Then I'm going to start 3 Go routines. Add 3 for I is equal to 3, do something and pass the wait group. Now wait group dot wait. Since I'm not going to use I, let's remove it. So that's our short program. Now let us try to run it. Go run main.go. And as you can see, initialize was or init something was called only one time, while do something was called 3 times. So this is how we ensure that init something is only called once, even if the calling function call it repeatedly. If you go through the Go standard library, you will find instances of package level initializations which are only done once with the help of sync.Once. Now let's summarize everything we have learned in this lesson. We learned that sync.Once is a synchronization primitive that ensures a function is executed once and only once. Please note that a single instance of sync.Once will execute the function passed to the do method only once. It does not matter how many different functions you pass. If I was using the same instance of sync.Once and passing different method, for example say something like this, you will see that this do is not called. So only one call to do is executed. Go run main.go, and as you can see, we never got to this point. That's it for this lesson. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, please post a comment under the video or reach out to our Discord server. Until next time, happy coding.